supplies. Here's how to launch. Find the power keys, then place them in the right spots.
Thanks.
You found a power key. Go slot it. That's a new power key. Place it now.
Someone! Someone! You're a big help.
Sacrifice.
Great. You know what to do with that key.
Oh, come on.
You all right? I owe you one.
An ally needs your help. You don't know what danger awaits. Think before rushing in. Watch out for enemies.
need him to stay at level 2.
Holy hell.
What's the big-
Thought I was a goner there.
Hey, great! You found another power key. Use it quick. Access the startup system from the central area. Just a little more to go, then you're done. An ally needs your help. We don't know what danger awaits. Think before rushing in.
Where's the Dragon Balls outside?
You're my savior.
This is bad. Somebody's down. Exercise extreme caution if you're going to help them.
He's level 4.
I'll send some supplies to help. Make good use of them.
Welcome. Oh, welcome. Thank you.
What's the big idea? Thought I was a goner there.
Ally down. If you intend to rescue them, watch out for enemies.
You gotta stay out of sight. It's not.
Bro, why?
Here comes a pain.
Hate these guys do that, bro. They go right in my way and ruin the instant transmission.
Special beam cannon. Stay calm. Ah! Bastard.
Damn it, bro. I was trying to instant transmission to the other guy, and this guy ran right in my way.
You've got all 7 Dragon Balls.
It
Summon Shinron at
fucked
the
everything
altar.
up for me. Let's watch some Dragon Ball Multiverse in the meantime. Don't instant transmission. Freaking move sucks.
Strength. This going on while Raditz and Nappa charge from behind. Our hero barks. The only good thing Kakarot here has ever done, or could have ever done, was hit his head to become the man his father is today. Sending the pair back with a flick of the wrist. And facing their leader, he questions if Vegito would like a taste next. But still sitting comfortably, he simply utters, "What for?" assuring Kakarot will follow the proposed plans, wanting to know more of this magic he speaks of. With Bojack,
Hopefully we get
the pirate
married.
does what pirates do, and finding the treasure buried at the bottom of a bottle, giving a drunken toast to he and Bujin, the lone survivors, bringing up they are the only 2 remaining from the Galaxy Soldiers, and given Bojack himself sent at least one of their men directly to the grave and basically led Xenia to hers, Bujin more than realizes they are the last 2 remaining. Though furious on the inside, the little one is at least relieved that Xenia will probably be revived, but this psycho probably just plans to kill her all over again, one way or another. As his boss thinks out loud, wondering how many there were in their original group. 20? 30? When the underling confidently quips. 27. As the intoxicated pirate merely laughs this off, chorting at their lack of resiliency. Panning to Universe 6. The group of magic female warriors know they're in over their head. Sid is already dead and Kat herself didn't fare much better, believing they should just go home. Jet, The blonde reminds they need to have a little patience and she'll be revived, questioning May, to her right, what she thinks, who states, in another day, they'll be ready. And Bojack will be destroyed. And for anyone who may have forgotten, these girls share a universe with the space pirate and his gang. A few hours later, if there was a sun around here, it would surely be rising as a crowd groggily finds their seats to begin the next day of competition. A Varga works a control panel to restore daylight illumination to the arena. Coming over with what could be assumed to be coffee, another asks how he slept. And given the alarms were blaring all night, he didn't get a minute of rest. But of course, no one was even detected. The audience livening up, chatter amongst each other, excited to see what today's matches have to offer. Cutting to the Frost Demons, Cooler explains to his father how he searched all night and found absolutely nothing, not even knowing who attacked him. Upon cold inquiring where Frieza is, it seems he's gone back to the ship for some reason. Finding him brooding, thinking back to more than 30 years ago in his native 8th universe. In a blind rage, Frieza screams at the destruction of the capital of his empire. Being the noble soldier he is, Ginyu kneels before his leader, taking full responsibility as he was unable to contain the Saiyan. Narrowing his eyes and pointing a finger, the dictator hisses, "Oh really?" Instilling a fatal wound to Ginyu. Growling it's time for the Ginyu Force to find a new name, and their days of dancing are finished, demanding they go burn the commander's body. A pool ushers the captain away, but Ginyu still clings to life, looking at the common soldier. He may have an idea. Though he managed to prove more than stealthy the previous 3 decades, the Emperor now feels it's obvious. Ginyu lives on, but in whose body does he reside? In the audience, a boy points out to his mother that the fighters are emerging, who seems less than interested. Goten shouting for his father to leave the breakfast and come on out already. Krillin, having his bias, scoffs the Saiyans got here before him. But behind he and Tien, we find Old Kai doesn't change no matter what incarnation he is, having, quote, accidentally walked into the wrong room, presumably during a vulnerable time, and has gotten a good whack to the face from Videl. Boo zips out in his eternal loneliness, as simultaneously, 17 tries to get his sister to tag along. Today, he's going to kill Son Goku. She should at least come and see. But she warily explains she's boycotting this stupid tournament, refusing to spectate. Maybe Yamcha has gotten to her after all. Universe 16 coming out. Gohan explains to Videl he spoke to the Kaioshins last night, who questions if they agreed, but nothing more is expanded upon. Piccolo takes notice on how Cell hasn't moved an inch since the previous day. We're all disgruntled there are too many participants. All they're gonna do is spend another day watching amateurs all over again, frustrated at how boring this is going to be. Her father calmly telling her to use it as a time to train her patience and self-control, but only hearing the word train, she requests Piccolo make her a heavy-weighted suit. Being no problem, he responds he can create one up to several tons. Sinking her into the ground at first, this may prove just the trick to solve her boredom, as the officials welcome everyone to the second day and second round as the first and final Great Inter-Universal Tournament. Below, the boys hear music playing, alien music, as a group of now Disney-owned sounds and faces are unveiled. Pan loving the song, though Bra not so much. Papillon enjoying it as well, being a fan of woodwind music. But Babidi thinks it sounds like an exploding Glaviot. The Cold family having their opinions as well. Cold himself piffing it sounds like that awful music his eldest son plays at his receptions. But Cooler barks this is Punk Figured Symphony. He plays Figured Classical Symphony. Frieza scoffing that Figured Classical Rhythm is much better. And something about this performance has made Super Boo irate. While Bardock tries to make heads or tails if this is what he saw in his vision or not. Appearing in front of the band, the Majin scolds, "You call that a performance? A meeting of this size? Millions of people, and they hire you!" Going on to claim it's an insult to the world of music, as Figuratin isn't even played like this. That's how a beginner would perform it, demanding they hand over their instruments. South Kaioshin ready to put a stop to this rudeness, though the Grand Supreme Kai has to admit, Super Boo isn't wrong. Vegito finding this too funny to want to intervene. Besides, when's the next chance they'll get to hear Super Boo play music? Commandeering the fanfares, one Mini Boo tells the last alien, not him, he's playing great. Assembling, the Majins unleash a sound of such beauty, even the most sinister of fighters are left awe-stricken. Except Goku, who feels like it's the same as before. The audience lets out an enormous cheer for their maestro. And with the Majin happy with himself, he goes to exit the stage, when the alien questions why he allowed him to keep playing. Staring at him coldly, he says he can recognize talent, and that the two of them have crossed paths in another universe. In fact, like many other artists, this man resides within him, sending a shiver up his spine. Ready to get the fighting started, the second round officially begins. Given the aptitude of warriors to come, the gravity of the ring will be increased tenfold, or about 100 times Earth's gravity. Kakarot, joking to his sibling, chuckles. This is where Nappa gets demolished by Frieza. That is, unless the ring itself doesn't crush him. But calling out his brother's foolishness, as he and Nappa both trained in far more gravity than that of the ring. And the pair have made a small plan just now, so he'll just have to wait and see. Shouting, "Hey, cue ball!" Turning to face the Saiyan, Cooler can't help but smirk. As Nappa also laughs, he looked over on the spot, chiding this little one knows when he's called, but tells the Frost Demon not to worry, as he's bald too. But at least he's not a midget. Going on, "Well, I was just coming over to introduce myself to my opponent and former boss, but I guess Little Chief would be more like it." Mocking, there are so many universes filled with Saiyans here, but only one Frost Demon group. Asking if he's ashamed. Getting furious, Frieza promises he's going to kill him as soon as they're in the ring. Nappa merely telling him to dream on. He won't even be able to touch him. What's more, the bald warrior scoffs. Everyone here is above the dreaded Space Lord, and he's not even talking about height. Frieza won't be able to land a single hit in this entire tournament, only getting the Emperor more and more worked up, wanting nothing greater than to make Nappa pay for not having withdrawn. As their banter hits an apex, the officials usher them to enter the fighting area. "Do you still have your flying seats? For a long time, it was the belief you were a cripple." Both having touched down, Frieza sprinting full force to tear him limb from limb. "Oh, by the way, I give up." Confused, Raditz and Nappa's plan is revealed. If the Space Lord was to hit him now, he would be disqualified, leaving the tyrant more fuming than ever. As Frieza wins the battle, the Saiyans get a victory of their own, in the best way they probably could have in this scenario. Touching down in his own group, Burger questions if his master is okay. Not hesitating to take his anger out on anyone, Varga cries out in shock, but Frieza bellows it's his own universe. It's allowed. This brings Goku of R18 and 17 from 14, and 18 has changed her mind after all, deciding to at least watch the matches. Her brother elated to finally get his chance to come full circle with this unfulfilled desire. Face to face, the android speaks. "Kill Goku. I'm not doing it for Jiro. I'm doing it for me." Goku himself pointing out, it's weird the two of them never actually fought. Well, until... One-shotting the cyborg, Goku wins by knockout. 18 completely aghast by the effortless victory. Yamcha looking at her in the background, slyly questioning. "So, darling, still no interest in my help?" Calling forth the South Kaioshin and Majin Buu for the next duel. The former chuckles that these fights are moving so fast. He can't believe it's already his turn. But Grand Supreme Kai in the back requests he give him a moment of his time, questioning if he paid attention to what they learned of this Buu last night, which of course he did. Apprehensive, but without more to say, he urges the Kaioshin express caution, though he believes he knows exactly what he needs to do. With the Majin merely as gleeful and childlike as ever. Summoning his power, the Kai thinks back to 5 million years ago. In some universes, the most terrifying creature imaginable would be born, a creature that is one and the same with the one he faces at this very moment. Expanding upon his inner monologue,
We're still waiting
in his
for the
own
match to
universe
load.
1, he and his
We got
fellow
7 out of
Supreme
8
Kais
players so
managed
far.
to destroy Buu before he could even be hatched. But devastatingly, in other realms, that wasn't the case. This monster went on to annihilate hundreds of planets before attacking the Kaioshins themselves. Kaioshin of the South was the only one who could hope to match his amazing strength. So much so, the Majin was forced to trigger his special defense mechanism, absorption. Whenever Buu believes he's been beat, he simply absorbs his foe, taking their power, but also so much more. He went from a wild beast to an educated athlete, but his evil was still apparent. This caused the Grand Kaioshin to sacrifice himself, as he alone was the only one to understand that this creature's most exploitable weakness was how immensely impressionable he is. the iteration of Boo from Universe 4, further suggesting this. In a dark, albeit clever turn, the Grand Kaioshin put himself in position to be absorbed, and at the last moment, destroyed his own brain, resulting in the innocent, childlike creation we today know as Fat Boo. Believing all he would need now is a loving family with a good heart to show him right from wrong. But only focus on the fight rather than getting lost in thought. Boo shouts out in excitement, as South Kaioshin can actually hold his own, unlike those filthy sorcerers. Clearly seeing it may be a good fight, the Kai knows he will lose before long, though he does have a surprise in store. Charging an attack, he believes in another universe. He probably used this as a last resort. That very well may be the case, as the technique definitely gets Boo's attention. Giving us some exposition, Goku explains, this attack is comparable to Piccolo's Makanko Sapo, and the essence is predicated on focusing a high concentration of energy to a single point. Speaking, South Kaioshin states that ultimately, it's fear that triggers Boo's absorption. Super Boo, one to talk, calls this a dirty move, having bad memories of such an event himself. Covered in Boo bits, it seems his idea worked like a charm, as he merely stands by while the Majin wraps himself around him, absorbing him with no effort. But not being digested, South Kaioshin utilizes a Ki shield to continue to live independently inside of Boo, just like Vegito, determined to track down the Grand Kaioshin and the other version of himself. While the boys are fooled, under the belief that Kai was merely incompetent, Vegito has some insider information. Turning to his son, he questions what he told the Kais last night, to which Gohan replies, everything. From Majin Buu and his absorptions, to Cell, Broly, Frieza, Vegeta, you, supposing they have the right to know. Back in the sci-fi trope, the Kaio doesn't manage to find anything he's looking for. He does, though, feel a distinct Kaioshin presence. So at least he's confirmed they are
So the next match just started in 2 minutes.
So maybe being absorbed for such a
Dragon Ball
duration,
The Breakers.
they're no longer able to be released. And it seems this plan was all for naught. At any rate, since South has been gone for 20 seconds, in only 10 more, Boo will be granted the victory if he does not reappear. As the Gohan of our universe wonders, shouldn't Boo have become muscular or something? Goku pointing out he seems to know a bit about this. Admitting Kibito Shin, or Kibito Kai, explained everything to him, as at the time, it seemed pretty important to know, given a part of Boo does live on Earth now. Calling out to his other self, Super Boo informs his opponent is using a shield, that's why nothing has happened. He himself knows this all too well. Though Babidi is a bit frustrated, as he appears to be one of the few that doesn't know anything that's going on right now. Alas, 10 seconds don't take 10 episodes, and Boo is declared the winner. The Kai's in a state of shock, and the Majin still confused. Either way, next would have been Oob from our realm versus Nail. But again, since Universe 10 threw in the towel, Oob is given the W, putting him against Fat Boo in round 3. The creature he, in a sense, used to be. Turning to his master, he inquires if he thinks he has a chance. And optimistically, Goku believes he does. With a well-kept Kaioken, he's perfectly on his level. As the wizard congratulates his underling on a job well done, Boo asks if he can have some candy. When something shoots out of one of his head holes. South Kaioshin. To the bewilderment of Babidi, though Boo himself doesn't seem fazed. But the Kai utters he's merely passing through. But while he's here, he takes the chance to interrogate Dabura, as he once said he'd never leave the demon realm, who responds, his beloved kingdom is nothing compared to his master's will. In an interesting turn of events, the next fight will consist of our Vegeta versus future Trunks. About to set his weapon to the wayside, his father urges he keep it, assuming he didn't train as much as himself. Admitting that's most likely the case, he assures he has greatly improved. Vegeta merely grunting he hopes so, as he doesn't mind holding back, but only so much. Powering up to what can be assumed to be Super Saiyan 2, he questions Trunks if he can also do this. Going normal Super Saiyan, he apologizes as he cannot.
They're trying to get a W.
set a super time machine, as well as a crate of supplies. Here's how to launch. Find the power keys, then place them in the right spots.
You're a big help. Where am I?
Get out of there. Quick.
Please save me. You're my savior.
You found a power key. Go slot it.
Someone!
An ally needs your help. We don't know what danger awaits. Think before rushing in.
Thanks.
Black's getting his ass whooped.
This is bad. Somebody's down. Exercise extreme caution if you're going to help them. Great. You know what to do with that key. Ally down! If you intend to rescue them, watch out for enemies. That's a new power key. Place it now.
I didn't even save that guy.
An ally needs your help. We don't know what danger awaits. Think before rushing in.
We're doing pretty good, you know.
All existence is an extension.
Where am I?
Without us, there is nothing. Nada. You mortals live.
You be careful
only
too, okay?
because I permit. It's cool. You don't have to thank me. I won't hold back. What? Is that all? Surely you can muster more, mortal.
Can't save that guy because the Raiders counter. It is where that guy's body is, so I can't save him.
Where am I?
That's a new power key. Place it now.
You be
We got
careful
all the
too,
keys,
okay?
But we're down 2 players. I'll go to A.
Ally down! If you intend to rescue them, watch out for enemies. A super transfer is headed your way. Take it now.
Enjoy your time alive, for it is.
I try to save him.
Here goes.
Limited.
Holy hell.
I guess he didn't see me.
Oh man. The startup system for the super time machine is ready. Head there now. Here comes the pain!
Come on, get him!
You're gone! Can't be. Justice cannot lose.
Go summon some. Let's use some of the tickets. See if we can get some new powers. Not feeling good. Try one more. Gosh.
Not. While the prince finds this disappointing, Trunks taunts him by telling him, come teach him how to do it then. Quickly powering to Super Saiyan Grade 3, or his bulked up state, Vegeta is astonished, as this form has a well-known glaring weakness. A weakness even Trunks acknowledges. Having seen enough, Vegeta is thoroughly impressed with the tactics of his son, compensating the speed loss of Grade 3 by only using the transformation when necessary. Launching the prince into the wall. He can't help but feel a shred of pride on how this is going. Admitting Trunks mastering the state to its fullest potential would have actually given Perfect Cell some serious issues, but Vegeta himself can utilize both strength and speed at the same time. Landing a clean kick. Trunks scoffs this form is also good for defense, but not good enough. Carrying him back to his group, though unconscious, he tells his son that wasn't bad, as he's officially named the winner in the background. The Vargas feel Vegeta could have at least waited for them to finish their count before he carried him off and all. And so, the moment Gohan has been dreading, Pan versus Kakarot, the young girl unbearably nervous for her battle. Though the Vegetas share a humorous moment of familiarity, feeling the same about their Kakarots for different reasons. Looking to her father for comfort, she asks if he thinks she's going to win, but answering honestly, he admits he doesn't know. Her opponent didn't show his true power, but he does know he can go Super Saiyan, something the child says herself she cannot do. But Gohan disagrees, believing her to merely be afraid to unleash her powers, but he knows she can. Videl, putting herself on Pan's level, urges this is only a tournament and she can give up if she wants. But Goku, butting in, disagrees, seeing it this way. Exactly. It's just a tournament, so Pan isn't risking anything. Even if she dies, it won't matter in the end. Naturally though, the girl is quite against her own death, even if it is just for a little while.
Would
you care to take part in a little warm-up?
Time machine, as well as a crate of supplies. Here's how to launch. Find the power keys, then place them in the right spots.
Someone save me!
You found a power key. Go slot it.
car, but I can't hear you.
You be careful too, okay?
An ally needs your help. Don't know what danger awaits. Think before rushing in. That's a new power key. Place it now.
Thanks.
Oh, man.
Great. You know what to do with that key. Get up! That's a new power key. Place it now.
Looks like you're about to fight. Wait, let me find that girl.
This is bad. Somebody's down. Exercise extreme caution if you're going to help them. The startup system for the super time machine is ready. Head there now. Gallic gun!
Stay calm. Stay calm. Oh, man.
Jeez.
Damn, stole a damn drink.
Welcome. Thank you.
Special beam cannon! Special beam cannon!
GG's, forget that going.
What? Impossible.
And if she dies, she'll lose anyway. Vegeta appearing behind her, scoffing. Lose? What's this I'm hearing about losing? Using the "it's just a tournament" argument, the prince can't believe her attitude, calling it disappointing. Pan's mother chiding her husband to give his take, assuming that take is to convince her to surrender. But he simply tells Videl she doesn't understand, as Pan wants to test her limits. It's well understood he himself doesn't like fighting, but he knows his friends and father do, and Pan is like them. Back with Pan, she questions why Vegeta is disappointed, and using the forbidden name, he growls, "Because you're a descendant of Gohan and Goku!" Leaving a dejected Videl to ask herself, what do I, count for nothing? Continuing his brutal honesty. I thought you were different than those sluggards! I thought you were a true fighter, but I guess I was wrong! You're a loser! But defending herself, she states, no, it's just that. Thinking she has no excuse. She is a fighter. Happy with the results, he urges the girl to forget about what he said about her losing earlier. He wants Pan to massacre this sorry excuse for a Kakarot, who is happy to oblige. As he begins to head towards the ring, Universe 13's Vegeta reminds Kakarot not to get carried away, who piffs off the advice, scoffing he knows how to control himself. To which Vegeta simply replies, actually no, you don't. Somewhat agreeing as he takes his place against Pan. He instantly goes Super Saiyan, rolling his eyes and daring this quote halfling to try to hit him. As the young warrior powers up, the angsty Saiyan grows annoyed with Pan's combat strength. Frustrated, he has to behave during this fight. Effortlessly dodging, he only finds himself still stuck in the previous conversation he had with Vegeta. We take orders from no one. Will you stop it? Lashing out, Pan hits the dirt as her adversary bellows how outclassed she is and needs to just forfeit once and for all. Getting a bit sidetracked, Kakarot complains. He's always getting faced against these freaks, desiring nothing more than to hear his enemy's bones snap. And with a less than reassuring expression, he cackles he's not crazy, and Vegeta will see he can cope with his frustration. Let's get this over with!
robots.
Someone!
I transformed already.
You have my thanks.
You found a power key. Go slot it. An ally needs your help. We don't know what danger awaits. Think before rushing in.
I know keys yet. Disconnected or we lost? We lost him.
Great! You know what to do with that key.
Change!
Holy hell.
I was hoping he was gonna go straight.
Hey, great! You found another power key. Use it quick. Ally down! If you intend to rescue them, watch out for enemies.
Well, next match. Hopefully we get Raider. Broly's too hard, man. We haven't beat Broly yet. Okay, we'll watch continue watching Dragon Ball Multiverse.
Daddy's little brat is going to suffer. Stupid! Kill all humans, Kakarots! Don't kill the governor, Kakarots! Keep calm, little brother! Kill all humans! Don't kill the little girl, Kakarots! Your orders aren't even consistent, and they say I'm the crazy one! As she attempts to finally mutter out her forfeiture,
I'll be right
Kakarot
back, guys.
begins to loudly laugh, calling her a pathetic waste. And given there's obviously so much human in her, how could he spare her? turning to Yamcha, Tien, and Krillin. He furthers by explaining he killed all of them in her place, having pursued him for years. And the little one, suddenly remembering his name, the ruthless Saiyan thinks back to fond memories the two once had, before punching himself in the face repeatedly, commanding he forget about that, and killing humans is what's important. Dropping Pan in the process, he scowls down at her, saying how helpless and weak they were, and those who cannot save themselves deserve to die. Remembering back to when she was told it's up to her to protect the Earth now, she apologizes to her father and Goku, believing she's no match for these monsters. She's too young and too weak. When Kakarot utters, "You want to know what I do to little human girls?" Proving to be the trigger for Pan's transformation, her foe smirking. "So there is a little Saiyan in you!" And in a surprise, Pan surrenders, leaving Kakarot completely aghast. Turning her back, she merely admits her dad was right, and she gained incredible strength, but is still no match in this battle. But her weakness is only temporary, and she will soon become much stronger than him, and will protect the Earth from everyone like him, leaving the Saiyan with nothing more than a shocked expression, while the Vargas frown on the winner. Mirroring his face, Kate Vegeta is amazed. She somehow managed to calm him down. The next bout will consist of Cell and Bojack. Cell more than eager to get back in the ring. Looking toward the Universe 16 Gohan with a sneer, he offers him a deal. In exchange for a rematch between the two of them, he will let the Half Saiyan decide how Bojack dies. Naturally, since his daughter fell at the pirate's hand. Staring back, he glances over to our Gohan and Pan, celebrating the young girl's evolution of strength. Speaking at last, he says his own daughter died because she was brave, and like her iteration that just left the ring, she will pass this trial in her own way and come back stronger than ever. Dotting his speech by affirming revenge does not interest him, and he has no desire for a rematch. With that, Cell flies off to the arena, but along the way, he shouts, each of them have killed other versions of each other, and that will need to be settled. With both fighters set, the match begins. While the villain powers up, the other villain reminisces on the days of the Cell games, when he was so proud of his strength and newly acquired perfection. And now it seems like warriors just as strong seem to just show up one after another, cockily leering back at his opponent, expecting him to be intimidated, but only continuing his self-indulgent monologue. In the good old days, he had some challenges, but now he's incomparably stronger. Clearly in for more than he expected.
The room's hot, bro. I keep sweating.
Let the carnival of terror begin.
Damn.
Kaioken! This is it, huh? Where are the Dragon Balls?
Dragon, whatchamacallit? What are
Where are the Dragon Balls? Very well. I'll make sure your death is quick.
the Dragon Balls.
I don't have any.
You won't be able to cheat death again once I've torn you into a million little pieces. You have the esteemed privilege of being the first to see my next call. Rejoice!
We found all the keys so far.
Give me the Dragon Balls.
I don't have any. Please don't kill me.
Then I have no need.
John, what's up, homie? Sorry, I didn't see your message. How you doing tonight? Got lucky. Not gonna lie, I might lose this match. I'm just tired of destroying the time machine so early. At least I'm trying to give these guys a chance to win.
Don't disappoint.
I think the other guys are gone. Son Goku, what's up? They had left. Well, we got the W. GG's.
You're no match for me.
I'll put on Dragon Ball Multiverse until the next match starts. One second, guys.
Bojack retains his confidence, mocking it'll take something greater than a gentle push to defeat him, as he's killed dozens of opponents that did the exact same thing. All while Goku and Vegeta comment on how stronger he's gotten, as they believe.
Let's do it, Worm!
You're looking for someone?
Even easier than expected.
Is that all? That's so sloppy.
Will you shut up?
Make me.
Impossible! Energy bombs! You can't move!
Neither can you.
Oh, they will cut you into pieces!
The girls of Universe 6 laugh and cheer how Bojack's group is getting humiliated again. Cat happy she decided to watch after all, causing Bujin to shout, "Hey!" Knowing even against him, they're most likely outmatched. Also not wanting Bojack himself to catch wind, Cat profusely apologizes, pressing she has no issue with him. But done being silent, he quips he can see what they're planning, knowing they're only here to kill Bojack. As the tyrant himself lies at the feet of Gohan and Brawl of Universe 16, the latter ready to let him have it. Looking up in terror, already far outmatched by Cell, Gohan merely turns the other way. Though his sister still argues, he's in their area, and it should be allowed. Vegito reminds that's not how things work. Getting up, Cell drives his knee into the villain's back, using enough force to actually kill him upon impact, giving us an anticlimactic end to the space pirate. Walking back to his area, Cell mocks he'll leave it to Group 16 to clean up this mess. As not far away, Cooler points out this Cell creature seems to slightly resemble the Frost Demons, though Frieza's ego won't allow himself to see the same. While one of their henchmen strolls out, bearing a new unit of armor, boasting he and the crew spent all night putting it together. As Cold, still in his final form, puts it on, feeling a bit naked without it apparently. In a seemingly fitting match, we have Tapion and Krillin ushered to the stage. as Tapion has to be shuttled to the hovering orb, unable to fly. Dropping him off, the Namekian can't believe his eyes, as himself is a high-level warrior, and the gravity feels enormous. But ththese fighters don't even seem to notice a difference. When he eats those words, as neither human or human-like contestant fares very well against the aforementioned gravity. But using their own respective techniques, Tapion shouts, "Wrap me in your aura!" as Krillin fires up the Kaioken.
Let's go. Time to swing your sword.
I messed it up.
Time for my daily PvP.
I bet you were expecting that with, but you're in his absorptions to Cell, Broly, Frieza, Vegeta, anyway, he
We'll see about that.
remembering back to when shouting, "Get out!" I bet you were expecting that with, but Vegito knows magicians. I bet you were expecting that.
We got a next match. I messed that up. My bad, guys.
Can you hear me? It's Trunks. I've set a super time machine, as well as a crate of supplies. Here's how to launch. Find the power keys, then place them in the right spots. You found a power key. Go slot it.
Where am I?
You be careful too, okay?
Great. You know what to do with that key.
You're my savior.
That's a new power key. Place it now. This is bad. Somebody's down. Exercise extreme caution if you're going to help them. Hey, great! You found another power key. Use it quick.
Go try to find that A key.
Great! You know what to do with that key. Holy hell. Ally down! If you intend to rescue them, watch out for enemies. Oh man. Stay calm. Stay calm. Get up! The startup system for the super time machine is ready. Head there now.
Oh, teamwork.
The startup system's under attack. It's dangerous, so tread carefully if you want to get closer. Gallant gun! This is bad. Somebody's down. Exercise extreme caution if you're going to help them.
Screw you!
Oh man. Holy hell. Special beam cannon! Oh man.
GG. Yeah, W.
No one does this to me!
That with, but you ring the dinner bell and he comes a running. already placing his order, which includes roast beef, a double serving of pasta, hot potatoes, salad potatoes, ramen, some cake, an assortment of fish, 12 kebabs, a mountain of caviar, and that tiny little toast that comes with it. Trying to one-up him, Vegeta demands double of what Kakarot is getting. Super Boo, having no need to indulge, is a little annoyed at the idea of taking another break so soon. The Kais invite Gohan to dine with them, as they gave thought to his previous request. The Grand Supreme Kai unveiling the new plan to use a set of Dragon Balls to immediately resurrect the victims of the first 2 rounds. As he thanks the deity, the Kai admits the other universes will surely appreciate it as well. Though there is something he has to ask the Half Saiyan. If Universe 18 also had a Vegito. Apparently under the understanding, the 2 Gohans talked about it, because unless they're pulling a switcheroo for some reason, it's Universe 16 Gohan that's been communicating with the Kaiyos, who explains for a short time that was the case, but they split back into Goku and Vegeta while inside Buu. Naturally, before Potara Fusion was expanded upon in Super. North Kaioshin blurting, of course, the Supreme Kais that Buu absorbed. They canceled the merger. Gohan questioning why, West explains, the Pataras were made only for the Supreme Kais. Vegito's mere existence is blasphemy. Admitting this was told to him before, he details how old Kai enchanted them so they would work specifically for mortals. South deducing, the Kaioshin essence which still resided within Buu couldn't understand that Vegito existed for a very good reason, so it unconsciously separated him. Again, unfamiliar with our heroes directly, Shin feels this only further proves the Pataras are far too powerful and should never be used again. The Saiyans of Universe 13 approach Gohan, as they've come for, quotes, "You know what's?" Goku asking, "What? Food?" To which Vegeta reacts, very similar to our own. Standing, Gohan claims their Kakarot got carried away, but the prince is in no mood to be toyed with, as he believes they held up their end of the deal just fine, given his daughter came out unharmed. Reluctantly, Gohan knows he has a point, and goes on to explain that in Universe 9, there's an old Kaioshin who appeared during the fight against Cold. He's the one who has the ability to increase their power, to those who are worthy, that is. But warns, if Vegeta or the others threaten or attack him in any way, they'll be sent back to their own native realm, pressing they be very kind to him. Of course, Vegeta only
set a super time machine, as well as a crate of supplies. Here's how to launch. Find the power keys, then place them in the right spots.
Okay.
You're my savior.
You found a power key. Go slot it. That's a new power key. Place it now.
just going to be... I'm going to go hide here for a bit. The other E key should be on the other side. Just wait here for a bit. See where he's going to go.
That's a new power key. Place it now. Hey, great! You found another power key. Use it quick.
So we got all the keys so far. It would be great if we found the Dragon Balls.
The startup system for the super time machine is ready. Head there now.
So far we found 2 balls, 3 balls.
Welcome. Whoa.
With 5, 6.
Holy hell. I'll send some supplies to help. Make good use of them.
Welcome. Thank you. Whoa.
Can I have that?
You've got all 7 Dragon Balls. Summon Shinron at the altar. This is bad. Somebody's down. Exercise extreme caution if you're going to help them.
Oh man. I need help.
I need help too, bro. Why is my mouse not fucking working? I wanted to record this. There we go.
Ally down! If you intend to rescue them,
Come
watch out
on,
for
Shenron!
Stay understood.
Trying to get this done with you guys.
You're done!
Easy win, easy win, easy win.
Impossible. What happened?
He piffs at the idea of being nice to anyone, but Gohan assures if he changes his attitude, he will get stronger. Away, a Varga comes up to Jace with a plate of chocolate buns. When the Ginyu-gun playfully slaps him roughly on the back, thanking him, but the slap was way too much for someone like him. Crying that really hurt, causing Jace to apologize, assuring he just doesn't know his own strength. Meanwhile, on Frieza's ship, the smack was just a ruse to plant a camera on the hosting alien. The plot, obviously, to spy on what they're doing without being detected. And we see, they've placed several cameras in various locations, believing surely at least one of them will tip them off on the whereabouts of the Dragon Balls. Thinking, Frieza continues to theorize whose body Ginyu could have snatched, considering Jace, but doubting the others would possibly cover for him. Then again, they did greatly admire their boss. So much so, they still bear his name even today. But the Emperor remains in disbelief they could hide such a thing from him, when a henchman interrupts his train of thought, causing Frieza to bark out asking what he wants. Timidly, he only means to inform his master that if one of the cameras were to leave this universe, they would lose the live feed, but should be able to view the stored data upon its return. Walking off, he sneers that's better than nothing, but in reality, Frieza had just been imagining this lowly soldier was Ginyu himself, watching him, admitting he's starting to get paranoid. With the break over, we now get to see Vegito take on XXI, apparently pronounced C, as the old Kai shouts in fear, believing it impossible for C to be here, wondering how the Kaios could bring such a being. Yamcha asking if he knows this guy, Tien pointing out they haven't even seen him yet, but as he emerges from the shadows, it appears to be an elderly man of unknown origin. As the Kai gets a closer look, turns out it's not who he thought it was. As the next fight begins to commence, Fujin is a bit surprised to see this old-timer still hasn't withdrawn yet. Muttering something in an unknown language, he uses his magic to enter the ring. Vegito knows magicians, though usually not very strong, can still possess insane powers nonetheless, deciding he must eliminate him before he can do something weird. Muttering to himself again, Vegito is taken to a realm of complete darkness, as he figures, sure enough. And here's the weird thing. Realizing his foe plans to win by a 30 count, he's aware he has to get back fast. And lucky for him, he knows it's actually fairly easy to break out of a trick like this. Back in an instant, Bardock and Cold are now engaged in their battle. What the? Watching them fight, the fused warriors bewildered. Brawl shouts out, "Dad, finally! You idiots!" Asking what's going on. He yells over to the other contestants wanting to know what they're doing here, while Boo only hopes the Vargas do the right thing. And South Kaioshin noting, Vegito doesn't seem to realize that time has passed. Screaming people should listen when he speaks. A Varga hysterically tries to call for a timeout to set things straight, explaining to Vegito he lost his fight and for him to please leave the ring. But not accepting this, he demands to know how exactly he lost. Elaborating, he disappeared from the ring for more than 30 seconds, but the saying claims he was back in under 20, when his daughter Bellows had been missing for the last 2 hours, and even absent during her fight. Baffled by this revelation, one of the Supreme Kais floats over with a theory, believing C trapped him in a dimension where time flows differently. For Vegito, it very well may have seemed like only a few seconds, but here, 1 hour and 45 minutes passed, and they've held multiple battles since. Realizing now he was tricked, he notes how that dimension must be like the room of spirit and time, only backwards. With all of this out of the way, an annoyed Bardock tells Vegito to get lost, so he and Cold can continue their match. When he gets another vision, Goku assures Brawl they'll find a way to stop Vegito, as it's not like he's invincible. But she argues he is, and Goku just doesn't understand. Then we see Gohan with a piece of a Dragon Ball, stating as long as they have this, he won't get his wish. Then Yamcha sneering at someone, possibly Vegito, but not.
Can you hear me? It's Trunks. I've set a super time machine, as well as a crate of supplies. Here's how to launch. Find the power keys, then place them in the right spots.
I need help.
You found a power key. Go slot it.
You're a big help.
Great. You know what to do with that key.
Oh no! Thank you! Thank you!
Excellent.
That's a new power key. Place it now. Hey, great! You found another power key. Use it quick. That's a new power key. Place it now.
Here comes the pain. That's enough. Special beast cannon.
I get killed. I had nothing to do with this, bro. I was minding my own business. This guy came to me, bro. I was minding my own fucking business. And the worst part is, I'm right where the key is. Like, literally, right where the fucking key is.
The startup system for the super time machine is ready. Head there now.
I owe you one.
An ally needs your help. We don't know what danger awaits. Think before rushing in.
some time. No vending machines left.
I'll send some supplies to help. Make good use of them.
Found 2 keys. So
Holy hell.
Here comes a pain!
That's some bullshit. You got killed, guys. Sacrifice.
Not confirmed that they may have beaten all the others, but they won't even be able to touch him, questioning if that makes himself the strongest of the universes. And, almost as strange as an all-powerful Yamcha, Piccolo reminds Brawl and Vegito it's only because the Namek's own will they remain alive, and for them to be civil, causing the pair to apologize. Coming back to reality, Gohan enters the ring to usher his father away, but he refuses to leave, claiming it's not fair, it was a dirty trick. In a real fight, he would have won, and the tournament rules are stupid. Getting a bit abrasive, his son asserts that he was gone for hours. Imagine what his foe could have done in that time. He could have destroyed the Earth twice over. In a real fight, he would have failed all the same. Gritting for Gohan to shut up, Vegito still isn't ready to give up on the tournament. But he's reminded, keep this up, and they all get sent back home, and Pan stays dead, which Gohan will not let happen. Meanwhile, Boo demands of Varga go ask C for a rematch, who, rather terrified, obeys. Silent for a moment, the Saiyan mutters he needs some time alone, and apologizes to have bothered him. Zipping away, Gohan can only sigh that there he goes sulking again. West smiling the drama's over, and the match can resume.
Be right back, guys.
Bardock relieved it seems his visions have been averted. Possibly, Vegito raining havoc over the situation.
You didn't answer.
Are you kidding me?
Losing his mind, the Majin demands a rematch, not caring if those two cowards want to give up or not. He's had it with all this amateur mockery going on around here. West intervening yet again, urging it's not for Boo to decide. Snarling, not for me. Boo barks, what a joke. He's controlled everything since the beginning, unleashing Boobits in all directions. He proclaims he's everywhere. He has the Dragon Balls, their technology. He knows their secrets, and he's even been playing with all their minds. He decides who lives, who dies, and who gets absorbed.
Send him back to his universe.
It stopped working again.
You fool! I decide when it works. I'm done pulling strings from the dark. Now I'll do it openly. I'll use carbonite. Don't you dare! This masquerade ends now!
The fighters of our universe join together in an attempt to stave off the Majin. Simultaneously, he rubs elbows with the other Boo, smirking, that's how you do it, to the great enjoyment of his childlike counterpart. Having some fun, he transforms his face to reflect the South Kaioshin, mocking him for his objection during the concert.
He's breaking the rules! Watch me protest and do nothing!
To which Shin can't help but find a little humorous, South himself reminding this is a very serious situation, though Issa assures it was just a nervous laugh. Gu then declares he decides the fights from now on, and they'll see he's a very good referee. The new rules: you can get all the help you want. You win when he decides, pondering on what the first fight will be. Doing her best
Hopefully
to
we
stay
do better
afloat,
in this
Raw
next match,
intensely
homie.
wonders where her
Appreciate you stopping by. Okay, we're gonna play. Oh, wait a second. Let's go.
Can you hear me? It's Trunks. I've set a super time machine, as well as a crate of supplies. Here's how to launch. Find the power keys, then place them in the right spots.
You be careful too, okay?
Okay. I hear you. I hear you. God, Jesus is about to try and come already.
You found a power key. Go slot it.
Welcome. Thank you. Close.
You're at Rengo. So far, we got one key, and it's not
Really
planted.
want to
That's not
save
good.
me?
Great. You know what to do with that key.
I need to find the power key radar. These guys are slacking.
An ally needs your help. We don't know what danger awaits. Think before rushing in.
Yeah, we got 4 Dragon Balls so far. That's good. Because if we can't get the time machine, we can just beat them up.
Great. You found another power key. Use it quick.
If no one revives that guy, I'll go save him. That is the transmission.
Flying Nimbus!
No problem, bro.
Get up!
He's level 2, so we need to keep our level 2s.
This is bad. Somebody's down. Exercise extreme caution if you're going to help them.
You have my thanks. is this place?
No idea, homie.
Great! You know what to do with that key.
Grateful.
You're done!
Nothing I could have done.
That's a new power key. Place it now. An ally needs your help.
I was gonna go try to plant that key, but he caught me slipping.
He's level 4, and we still don't have my Dragon Ball. It's not good right now.
We have all the keys. If we can get all the Dragon Balls and plant the keys, and somehow can get Shenron to summon, then we still have all the players are still alive. If someone can rescue me.
This is bad.
Ah,
Somebody's
GG's.
down.
Alright, next
Exercise
match.
extreme caution.
I mean, he could have saved me, but it's all good. We'll play the next match.
In the meantime, between time, let me put back on Multiverse. Tomorrow I got some more Yu-Gi-Oh card openings in case anybody's interested.
Her father went. Light years away, Vegito blows off some steam, lamenting such a great opportunity has been ruined by a treacherous magician. And worse yet, he wanted so badly to just punch Gohan. Even though he knew his son was right, he still wanted to break his skull. In a moment of self-awareness, the Saiyan knows his anger and frustration turn him into his daughter. And since Gohan has gotten cozy with the organizers, aka the Kaioshins, he can probably negotiate a few other matches. Or he can just fight Boo out here, away from the tournament. Surely he'll accept. Maybe even that big Namek, or Cell too. Resolving, everything will be right in the end, and he can control himself. But he does need to breathe. Literally. As Boo's destruction continues to progress through the arena, the Saiyans of Universe 13 are reached. Raditz attempting to use his Uzaro transformation, his brother scolding that won't work. And even the audience isn't spared. A couple spectators haven't even realized this isn't part of the entertainment, just thinking they've gone over the top to make this an interactive show. Goku points out to his rival, their shield won't hold out much longer, and the two of them need to unleash their full power. But the prince objects, growling he can hold out like this for hours, and he's saving his strength for the two of them to battle later. While hope seems to be lost for the Universe 16 Gohan and Videl, the former urges his sister not to go Super Saiyan 2. There's no point in stopping Boo if it means killing all the people around her. Appearing as if this is merely a mild annoyance, Gas simply utters, "Stop."
We're saved! What? How is this possible?
You keep calm now. Boo asking the real questions. How was the mysterious Namek able to confine and control Super Boo so easily? 2 hours earlier, at the start of Vegito's match, Brawl wonders what kind of powers this magician possesses. Before soon finding out, as the officials are completely unable to trace his location, the Namek knows it had to be the doing of his opponent, leaving everyone to look on confused. Trunks asking if he merely took off, while Oob simply states his puzzlement. Alas, 30 seconds go by, and upon making sure the statue-like C is still conscious, he is named the victor, peacefully leaving the fighting area. Every universe looks on in complete shock. Vegito is one of the favorites to win it all.
If you guys
And
can
on
give the
outside,
video a thumbs
it
up
didn't seem like
and
he had much
subscribe,
competition.
I really
As
appreciate
the
it.
magician makes his way back to the
Ready
shadows,
for the next
he's
match.
confronted
We
by
got 4
Gohan
out of
Brawl.
8 players.
In order, he explained what he did
Ready
to his
up.
opponents. Showing no sympathy.
By the way, this is
the old
called
man
Dragon
only
Ball
tells
Multiverse,
the organizers
tournament
used the Dragon Balls 3 tournament
by
at
a
the end of the
YouTuber called
tournament,
Mondoku.
advising they step aside. As the situation seems
I'm just
to
gonna
may
watch
escalate,
this until the next
Super
match
Boo
starts
busts in,
because
shorting.
the lobby's
Don't
kind of
worry,
boring.
friends. I understand everything. But Gohan has no desire to be friendly with the Majin, commanding he stay out of it. Though, the villain assures they're on the same side here, and whether Gohan wants the knowledge or not, he informs. He sensed an alternate dimension open, and Vegito has merely been confined there. It shouldn't be too much of a challenge for the likes of him to escape it, and he'll be back here in no time. Sure enough, when that happens, the three of them can request a rematch, given that kind of technique isn't exactly fair, swaying brawl at the very least. The Vargas announce, after this strange victory, Android 18 and Arale will be the next fighters. Uninterested by the broadcast, Goku notes that with Vegito being gone, it does give his own universe a shot, but it's still pretty disappointing, though the boys are fairly stoked. In Cell, his brain tells him he should be relieved, but his Saiyan biology insists he's a coward for not burning to face Vegito, wanting the greatest challenge it can find. Dr. Norimaki happily tells his creation to go and wrestle with that girl in the arena, and little more happily, requests she bring her back here after so he can tend to her wounded body. In the humans group, Krillin asks Yamcha if he made any progress with his blonde friend, but alas no, though he does nudge Krillin to stop making fun of him for it, as he'd probably fall for her too. Just imagine, in another life, Krillin would help her rediscover her humanity, refusing to kill her, and should plant a romantic kiss on his bald head. But the Turtle Master doesn't quite see things the same. Tien, also focused on 18, but more so on the match at hand, believes this fight could end up being a revelation for her, given the parapolar opposites. A woman who became mechanical and lost her humanity, making her extremely bitter, against an innocent, happy robot girl who seems even more than human. The question is, if 18 will see things the same way, realizing the hope in this girl, causing her to reflect on herself. But shouting, "Come on, kid! I'll wipe that stupid smile off your face!" Tien's little speech is deflated. As cocky as she could be, 18 believes the fight to already be over. But grabbing the entire planet arena itself. Boo gasps at this tiny robot's ability to distort reality, and she can even do so better than his own magic. Furthermore, she appears to be doing it subconsciously, acknowledging this universe too is far different from the rest of the warriors here. Flopping to the ground, Arale seems pretty satisfied with how things are going, pointing to her opponent chiding. 18 fell out of the ring, so she loses. But calmly explains that not only is Arale out of the arena too, there's no instant ring out disqualifications here, screaming she'll rip the young girl's head off, who then asks, like this? Wondering why it baffles her so much, the little Norimaki insists 18 should be able to do it too, who simply believes this kid must be crazy and is ready to end this. But only able to land a light tap, Arale questions if she doesn't want to play anymore, but 18 realizes what's actually going on, or at least begins to believe what Yamcha is trying to tell her about infinite energy being a myth. But saying this all aloud, Arale offers her bottle of energy, needing to recharge herself. Taking a few chugs, it's actually empty, freezing in place. 18 is granted the only victory fitting of the situation, the little robot girl staying down for 30 seconds with no juice left. Senbei ponders upon who could have drank up the bottle, while Robo from Chrono Trigger dances energetically in the background, elated he can go back to planing trees for the next 400 years. Away, Piccolo is amazed by the kid's power, chalking up her loss to only bad luck. She would have been a great threat to other opponents. Heck, if they had one of her back in their world, she could have easily crushed Cell, or even himself way back when. Causing Goku to reveal she actually does live on their Earth, as he met her a long time ago, leaving Piccolo with far more questions. But moving on, Goku inquires if Goten and Trunks are ready for their fight, which Goten didn't even realize they were up next, spouting Trunks is out in the audience flirting with girls. With a giant grin, the son of Vegeta chats up some rando, smugly telling, "Yeah, I'm the one participating," while the spectator urges, "Oh, she knows, and she loved his fight, looking so strong with his sword," letting the young man down a bit, as he's not that Trunks. Getting ready, looks like Gotenks will face Neko Majin, from the same realm as Arale, when the former makes a less than modest entrance, asking for the audience, "Oh, it's the amazing Gotenks! But why does the stage crumble under his feet?" Haha! That's because even a 100G ring is far too weak for the great Gotenks! Looking on, 16's Gohan points out there's no direct relationship between strength and gravity. Brawl chiding, it means his big head is too heavy for even the ground below him to support it. Shouting at her own Goten and Trunks to see how stupid they look when they're fused. Trunks meekly insisting it's not that bad. Still celebrating himself. We find out Gotenks prepared his elaborate introductions by taking influence from Mr. Satan, or at least his marketable VHS workout tapes. Though, Neko catching a catnap definitely throws him off his moment. Stretching while getting up, he admits Gotenks' antics were boring him, so he decided to do some meditating. Though the fused warrior argues, that wasn't meditating at all. Suffer my wrath! Confessing, his enemy really is strong. Neko has just the trick to win though. He's gonna use fusion too, baffling our hero, our annoying hero, doing the dance while letting out. You! But by himself, Gotenks has to question if he's fusing with a fly or something, the cat only piffing at the idea. Finishing the dance, it's revealed Neko fused with himself, the air, as he's only half the cat he was. But with the fusion, maybe this makes him half as strong as twice the power? He vows his foe will taste his wrath, reeling back for a Neko Hameha, before remembering he's right-handed, and he can't do the technique like this. Shorting, well, so much for fusion. The King of Clowns himself barking all that build-up was for nothing, ready for his turn. Using one of his signature moves, which admittedly is kinda cool. He calls upon his Super Chibi Ghost Kamikaze attack. The feline unable to control his internal instincts at the tiny creatures. Yeah! Finish him! Throwing his head back in pride, Gotenks proclaims his victory, as a couple of the remaining ghosts congratulate him on the win. Recognizing his mistake, the Spectres reveal they are the super suicidal God of the Wind magical cat ghosts. Quite the title. Timidly, Gotenks asks if they're the exploding types of ghosts or not, when one realizes he knew they forgot something. Brawl again scolding her own iterations, calling the duo stupid losers for being so careless. Though of course they argue that's not really them, but she's not having it, as it's their identical, not even evil double from another dimension.
These guys are
Cracking his
gonna beat up
knuckles,
for no
Neko
reason.
smirks this is the end for the fused warrior. While back in his group, his friend collects bets on the outcome of the fight, all of which are on the Majin Cat
Still waiting
himself,
for the other matches
turning
to
to
start.
inquire if everyone has placed their wager. His buddy lets out a smile, shouting they have. And in that
everyone's having a
case,
good night.
he gives up, throwing the fight merely to collect a quick buck,
still watching.
leaving
Thank
several
you.
spectators
Appreciate it.
furious. Though a win's a win in Gotenks' eyes, and given their recent scam, and the fact all their fighters have lost, Jocko suggests it's a good time to return home. Beelzebub in agreement, fed up with how serious everyone here is. Toribot liking the idea too, as it would make for fewer characters to draw. And so, the Time Watch guy shouts out to Universe 2, questioning if everyone is here, and for any absentees to raise their hand now. Ushering the Gag universe back to its own world, free to be as silly and illogical as possible. But it seems they've left someone behind, as Mary Sue giggles that she overslept this morning, to find her entire universe gone. What effect, if any, will this have on the future? After the Gag universe returned home, Tien and Superboot would face off, in a battle where no one knows who will win. Looking down at the ring, the human comments on how intense the gravity is. This 100G's really being something. The Majin admits he holds Tien here in high esteem, but assures he has no chance in this fight, even offering to give his foe a 5-minute head start, allowing him to attack all he wants with no retaliation. Snarking that's quite the generous deal. He tosses something out of his cloak.
Off the bat! Oh, really? Whoa, Nelly! Whoa!
Using the evil containment wave to trap the Majin within. A floaty tube? The audience is all stricken, as Tien himself catches a breath. Goku smirking at what a great idea that was, knowing they should have tried the same themselves back on Earth. Walking over to the device. Bravo! Such mastery! Of course, I know the Mafuba too, but I wasn't about to ruin your beautiful moment. To your credit, you really did manage to seal me inside, just not fully. You see, I've placed small pieces of myself all around the ring. Maybe you should try using that technique on each one. Questioning if Boo is only on the ring, his opponent replies, yes, why? But the author wants us to know this is a bold-faced lie. Obliterating the entire ring. Of course, Boo merely puts himself back together. Even complimenting the blast did manage to splatter him everywhere. Out of energy and options, Tien admits defeat, throwing in the towel. And even with Boo trying to convince him, he still has some time left in that 5 minutes. The match is officially over. After the ring is reconstructed, next up is Sun Brawl and Elaine, one of the tech-based Helolight warriors who battled 16. His companions wish him luck, as he is their last hope. Eagerly getting in the ring, the ground can't help but crack under Brawl's feet, though the gravity itself does little to affect her. She feels that between that and the weighted clothes, this will be great training considering her actual adversary is quite weak. As her opposite prepares himself, he knows with the intense gravity, his armor is going to have to continuously compensate to keep him competitive. Angry this will be a struggle for him, but her, she willfully handicaps herself for laughs. But he does believe he can use this to his advantage. Using that slow but powerful energy ball from before. Falling to the ground, Brawl wonders what's going on. And just like in his last fight, Elaine knows gravity as his best friend in this situation, but admits, with the force he's using, she should have died instantly. Shorting out her foe as prideful as even Vegeta, she scoffs he'll need more than that. Using his signature move once again. Oh, come on! Coming! An official noting, this is the attack that can penetrate their shields, knowing the crowd is in great danger. And surely doing so, some of the innocent bystanders are chopped to pieces, while others receive but a scratch. Tired of dodging, Brawl goes to shed her weighted gear. But it doesn't seem to want to come off. Goten laughing at what a trickster Piccolo must be, but the Namek himself barks that they're the ones who always want clothes that are as durable as Frieza's armors. Knowing if this keeps on, she'll have to go level 2, which is something she won't allow to happen. Zipping away, Elaine wonders if he should follow, using his headset to scan for her. With our gang, Oob notes she's behind the stadium not far away, causing Goku to ask a fair question. Since there's no one out there, how did she manage to use
New Hope, is that the one where Gohan
a target to lock onto?
trying to revive Trunks?
It appears she and Vegito have mastered the Kaioshin's teleportation technique, removing the downside
Future
of the
Gohan
Kakarot's method.
travels back to revive Trunks?
Stripping
Something
out
like
her
that?
heavy
I think
clothes,
so.
Brawl's had it with her trading idea for now. Strategizing.
Because
without that gear,
I watched
she
this
is a bit
about a year
lighter.
ago, like
That
it says,
gravity
right, when it
move will
first
still
came
be an
out.
issue.
So I'm just
And
playing it
remembering her
for
enemy mention,
anyone
he can
new
increase
who
the
hasn't
gravity
seen
of
this
anything
comic
he
before.
touches.
And it's about like
Realize
6 hours
all she
long,
has to
so
do is not touch the
I'm just
ring.
playing it through the
As
intermission
the
or
countdown
the
continues,
breaks.
only a bit longer until the Helolight
But
will
New Hope,
win.
I think that's
Counting.
when
7,
Future Gohan
6.
gets revived and he goes to try to revive Future Trunks. I think so.
Instinctively suspicious, Brawl's concerns prove life-saving, as that last move seemed to closely mimic Dabura Spit. In the sense, it appears to alter whatever it touches on a molecular level. As the fighter shouts, this is his people's ultimate weapon, Carbonite, the substance his group wouldn't even want to use against Boo's attack later on. With a shimmer in her eye, she explains she's battled many other cowards and magicians, and has come to accept she must be wary of everything. Further
Alright, so we got a Raider match. So after this Raider match, I'm gonna do one more Survivor match, and then we're gonna call it a
But
night.
once that process is complete,
So
it'll
maybe 2 more
begin to
matches.
devour the afflicted matter.
So if you're new
multiplying
here,
the carbonite
give the video a
itself in
thumbs
the
up and
process.
subscribe, and I hope you're having
The
a
only
good
way to
night.
stop it is to destroy it all before it grows too large. Extending his arm towards her, he apologizes, as the attack will kill her, but she'll be resurrected regardless. Though she merely laughs this off, already aware she's way too fast for him. But this is where he plays his trump card. As below, his ally shout out he better not miss, while Goku points out this is how they said they could have easily defeated Broly, stating if she indeed chooses to dodge, The entire crowd will become his target, and the carbonite will exterminate all life on this asteroid. Furious, it actually hold everyone here hostage. Elaine's own team shouts he doesn't have permission to use the carbonite under these circumstances. Trunks, putting all the pieces together, questions 16 if it'll actually kill them all. Giving an indirect answer, the robot doesn't believe he'll go through with it. But the Helolite screams he has no other choice. If he loses, his universe will die anyway, so there's no difference either way. Enlightening us, due to an accident on his home world, his entire planet fell victim to the carbonite, transforming it completely into a destructive mass of astronomical size.
Alright guys, let's try to get this W.
Let the Carnival of Terror begin.
Let the Carnival of Terror begin.
Give me the Dragon Balls.
I have none.
If you do not have them, then I have no need for them. Well then, I'll be waiting in my spaceship. Give me the Dragon Balls.
I don't have any.
If you do not have them, then I have no need for them.
Is there a glitch? Like, how the hell are we good in this?
It's over.
Be able to cheat death again once I've torn you into a million little pieces.
Give me the Dragon Balls.
I don't have any.
You don't have them. Then I have no need.
Be done. I will grant your wish.
Little sacrifice, you know?
Don't disappoint me. I will not tolerate failure.
have you.
Don't disappoint. You're no match for me.
Any collision with an asteroid will send this vile substance flying through the galaxy, and their only hope is to obtain the wish the Vargas promised. Throwing her hands up in a "why didn't you say so" moment, Bra offers to simply give them a wish, as they make them all the time back home. But Elaine isn't so quick to believe such a claim. Nonetheless, she assures they will save his universe, and they don't stand a chance in this tournament anyway, urging he let her team fight for them. Goku's group even tells they too aren't here for the wishes, and if he wins, he'll happily surrender their prize too. Goten chuckling where they're from. They even get 3, or 2 depending on Toriyama's memory that day or who's writing the anime. Alas, her foe still isn't buying it, so she resolves if he wants to be that way, sending him away, where I'll politely request the judges count to 30, as his team wonders where he could possibly be, and 100 light years away. Fuck! Seems Elaine is out of luck on this one. We're all soon called the winner. Just as she chides to Universe 19, she'll go get him now. Leaving the Hello Light to Grun. Billions of flabbers! Whatever that means. Reappearing, Elaine sulks in his loss, believing his entire universe to be doomed. But Oob comes rushing over, shouting no! Again, stating if they win, his group's wish will be
This is going to be the
theirs.
last match, guys.
There may
Last
even be a
match.
couple wishes if they can use their iteration of the Dragon
12:52
Balls.
a.m. Gotta go to
Goten piping
bed.
up. Gentlemen, with the quality of Son Goku,
If you're new here,
your
please
world
give the
isn't
video a
just
thumbs
saved,
up, subscribe.
It's double saved.
Appreciate it.
Going on to detail his heroics we're already familiar with, and he only dies every other time on the job. And
We're
for
about
a
to
small
load in 1
additional
minute.
fee, he can probably even convince a Hello Light's enemies to redeem themselves and become allies. Our hero pumped they now have something to fight for, other than just being here for fun. Shaking hands, Elaine thanks them for their sacrifice and generosity. Rejoining Piccolo, the Namek assumes she does not want her workout attire back, but on the contrary, she wants it to be twice the weight this time. Now that she has a universe to save, she needs to train now more than ever. Coming just about full circle, it's announced the next fight will be Bardock versus King Cold. The Saiyan calling out, this will be the King's final battle, as he's seen the future, and his defeat. When Vegito makes his return to the arena. Which wraps up the events of the flashback. We resume right after Super Buu is restrained by gas, Goku salivating at the power the Namek shows. And in the boot, we find out their tech to send him back is still broken, so they'll be stuck with the Majin until they can find a way to fix that.
I've set a super time machine, as well as a crate of supplies. Here's how to launch. Find the power keys, then place them in the right spots. it quick! Great! You know what to do with that key.
We found 4 keys, that's good.
Hey, great! You found another power key. Use it quick!
Where are you? That's all the keys. Stay alive.
Oh, come on!
Find a few more cubes to get level 2. Gotta plant COD real quick. That way we can keep rushing.
Access the startup system from the central area. Just a little more to go, then you're done.
That kinda hurt, Boo!
Bro, I need 1 square. Oh, man.
Stay calm. Stay calm. Stay calm. Stay calm. Gallic gun! Oh, man. Stay calm. Stay calm.
This is bad. Somebody's down. Exercise extreme caution if you're going to help them.
You bastard!
Yes, nigga. Guys, come save me.
Holy hell. You're done!
there. GG's.
I had sacrifice, but we won. Good game.
Play one more. Still got some people still watching.
West Kaioshin thanks their savior and explains the technical situation simultaneously. And since the backups are broken too, they'll have to wait until spare parts are gathered to exile him. Alternatively, if he can hold him in this state long enough, they can merely venture by ship and drop him off in his native realm. Vegito returning at an awkward moment, swinging his head side to side looking around. He questions why everyone is so tense. His family and friends a little irritated. So Gohan details everything that just happened, to which the fused fighter is quite upset to have missed out on. Glancing over towards his master, Dabura mentions, Babidi has the power to imprison this Boo forever. It would make for an excellent opportunity to get in well with the organizers. Appearing aggravated, the wizard quips that's a good idea, and for the demon to shut up now, puzzling the underling. We then discover Babidi is worried his spell would seal his own Boo too, not willing to take such a risk. Then, with puppy eyes, the Majin apologizes, pleading to be given a second chance. But Gas thinks this must be some kind of joke. After all the destruction and chaos he just caused, now he wants another chance? Explaining away, Boo argues he has thousands of personalities within him and promises he won't allow them to get out of control again. Continuing to beg, he doesn't want to be expelled from the tournament, swearing he'll behave and even fix the machines, allowing to be sent away if he does anything weird again. The Hellolites of Universe 19, downright angry with the creature's proposal, and merely believe him to be a depraved monster and master manipulator. Even the audience gets in on the debate. While most believe he needs to be banished and poses a great danger to them all, some of them argue the point of this whole contest is the adventure itself, wishing he gets to stay. As the grudge of South Kaioshin and Boo continues, the Supreme Kai grits his teeth, growling there's no way those terms will be accepted. And of course, Vegito optimistically requests he stay, and he'll keep an eye on him himself. Trunks not approving. The Grand Supreme Kaioshin then states, taking risks so great goes against their age-old policies. However, this is a unique event, and this warrior is indeed comprised of many different individuals. Further elaborating and empathizing, Super Boo is used to being the omnipotent god of his own universe. Where he comes from, he's never had rules. Announcing they shall grant him another chance, but will only release him for his fights, horrifying the other Kaios. Even Gast, as respectfully as possible, attempts to quell the deity into changing his mind, mentioning he does not plan to personally contain him for so long. Though, Grand assures he will handle it himself. Shin astonished he can do such a thing. As it's revealed, he has analyzed Gast's own technique, so he will merely do the same. Even Goku amazed a move like that could be replicated, believing it was some kind of Namekian magic or something. Piccolo commenting how Grand Supreme is the greatest of gods. Extending his hand, the blob is passed over, as the Kaio shouts for the matches to continue. Cold, dusting off and sneering at the unpleasantness of the situation, Bardock actually finds himself in agreement with his one-time overlord, though noting how outclassed the both of them are by Boo. Then again, if someone like Vegito could be eliminated, anything can happen. But regarding the current fight, Cold is forced on to lose, ending up in very bad shape. Powering up, the Saiyan barks he's seen his foe's fate, and it's not a pretty sight. But it's always possible to change the future, recommending the Frost Demon give up now. Laughing this off, Cold chuckles at the thought of fearing an opponent who can see the future, as his opponents have no future. Can't even catch my breath, but if he gets in close, he'll pay dearly. Getting the better of this match, Cold raises Bardock into the air by his leg, mocking, these are the legendary Super Saiyans who killed his own kind in so many universes. Angry what a joke that is, pointing out how helpless his adversary looks hanging upside down. With a precarious expression, Bardock questions, "Upside down? You're the one who's upside down!" Monkey scum! Not much longer. Terrified at the sight, Frieza gasped his father suddenly, power to 100% in an instant. Goku commenting that if this Bardock guy wants to win, he's gonna have to hold out until Cold tires himself. Vegeta reminding that Bardock guy is Goku's father. Though uncertain, the Saiyan asks if that's really him. The prince screaming if he's even looked at him. Thinking hard, now that he mentions it, he does bear a striking resemblance to Raditz. How am I going to win? I'm stuck so long! As Goku goes to block the immense impact, Cell states his annoyance with that brute Cold, just throwing his trash anywhere he pleases. Vegeta snorting he's one to talk. And it seems Cold's trajectory was intentionally aimed at Goku and the others, chiding for them to consider that a small gift to all Saiyans who still believe they are capable of opposing he or his children. As the judge's 30 count concludes, Cold is named victorious. Bardock completely taken aback, having foresawn his foe's defeat. Raichi turns to him, smiling what a pleasant sight this is. Though he wanted to finish the Saiyan himself, it matters not in the end, as now he'll be served a royal delicacy. For the next battle is Cape Vegeta versus the Tuffle himself. Facing one another, Vegeta questions if this is the Tuffle who annihilated the Saiyans of his own universe. Though not giving a clear answer, Raichi merely inquires if that makes him mad, promising his anger is nothing compared to, interjecting, it's actually quite the opposite, as the prince quells. "No, you did well," bewildering the doctor. Explaining himself, the Saiyan goes on to tell the Tuffles were weak. They didn't deserve to live. If Raichi here could destroy the Saiyans where he's from, that means they were even weaker, and good riddance to him. But unable to win with this guy, the Tuffle only quips. This is why Vegeta's people must be eliminated. They're all monsters. Having vanquished the ones back home, now it's time for the rest. Continuing, the prince doesn't believe that will be an easy task, as he himself is the one who erased the one responsible for killing the other Saiyans in his realm. Summoning his ghost warriors, the doctor sneers, "Are you talking about this one and his little family?" Sending the Vargas into a frenzy, one believing the wrong group is fighting. But his comrade isn't fooled, pointing out this Raichi guy just made him appear out of thin air. Yet another deducing that the ball he's sitting on is where his energy comes from, hence how the other fighters were created. So having technically entered the ring alone, it's allowed. Shouting for the Frost Demons to avenge themselves! Vegeta piffs at the idea of fighting these weaklings, as he surpassed them long ago. Both Frieza and his brother using Cooler's final form, which is something even Universe 13's Vegeta did not know Frieza could do. Who is pleasantly surprised himself to see he can do this. But frustrated, his sibling assures it's only an illusion. Raichi details how his ghosts are superior to the originals, and are even able to fight as a team better and control their power more efficiently. Using his final Gallic Cannon, Vegeta doesn't break a sweat dispatching his old nemesis again. In fact, he quite enjoyed it, requesting if he can make a custom order for the next ones. The doctor growls the prince has annihilated many people, asking if he could do the same to his own. Summoning dozens, if not hundreds of Saiyans, women, children, even Ozarus, who have all retained remnants of their unique personalities, including his father and other members of his family and allies. Sending memories rushing back to Vegeta, from his own father teaching him as a child, to his cousin holding him and showing affection, and Gherkin exhibiting how to use the Blitzwave technique. But Gohan and Goku only worry about one thing, if he's also replicated Broly, the latter not believing he could possibly reproduce the power of
Nostalgia's a powerful thing. One that can... Hello again, old man! Hey, it's Gherkin!
Not knowing just how depraved some of the Saiyans are apparently, Raichi has delivered Vegeta nothing short of a gift. Even Raditz comments how lucky their teammate is, desiring to have a chance himself to get revenge on those guys. Kakarot screaming he wants to kill some Saiyans too, though Nappa argues he doesn't even know them. But Bizarro Goku doesn't care. That's what he wants and that's that. Well, Vegeta. Getting carried away, aren't we? Are you killing off your own kind now? You! The Psycho! The Boar! The Walking Disaster! I haven't had this much fun fighting in years! Watching the slaughter, Goku can only be grateful their universe's Vegeta changed so much. This guy even hates his own team. But our Vegeta kind of wishes he was in his doppelganger's place. Hopefully just so he could kill Nappa again. Curious, Trunks questions 16 if killing a Goku like this one would satisfy his programming. But alas no, the robot can clearly see it's only an illusion. Beating Kakarot to a pulp, the Savage is ready for the rest. Farewell to the worthless! While Vegeta believes that to be the last of them, Raichi reveals one still remains. Goku worried he's going to go mad again. Even Vegeta 13 appears concerned. Gohan points out the obvious of him going on a rampage, but Piccolo has some skepticism, not thinking Raichi can emit so much power. The Doctor rambles on. That one's
I shall bathe this battlefield in your blood. Step forward, and I will send you to your grave.
Alright guys, this will be our last match.
Last match. Gotta go to bed soon.
Can you hear me? It's Trunks. I've set a super time machine, as well as a crate of supplies. Here's how to launch. Find the power keys, then place them in the right spots.
Excellent.
Someone!
You're my savior.
Go!
Here comes a pain.
Sacrifice.
Looks like you finally got it through your thick skull. Don't worry, I won't kill you just.
You found a power key. Go slot it. Hey, great! You found another power key. Use it quick.
Someone save me.
That's a new power key. Place it now.
Uh-oh.
And now I need your help.
For that.
I owe you one.
Welcome. Thank you. Thank you. Ally down! If you intend to rescue them, watch out for enemies. Oh, come on!
Thought I wasn't gone and safe now.
Hey, great! You found another power key. Use it quick.
Where you at, fool?
Thanks.
Need to find one more key.
Welcome. Thank you. Close.
What is the Bro, my room is so hot right now. Holy.
Exercise extreme caution if you're going to help them.
Fuck is D? Look for his D key.
Stay calm. Stay calm. Ah! Here comes the pain!
Broly should not have key sense. He does not know how to sense key. This guy grew up on fucking planet what? Vampa? How the hell does this guy know how to detect key? Fucking developer, it's so stupid.
The developers are stupid for making Broly have key sense. Because in real life, this guy never mastered key sense.
You don't know what danger awaits. Think before rushing in.
Anyways, it is 1:21 a.m. my time. I think it's time to go to bed. If you stayed this long, I would like to say thank you. If you're new here, please give the video a thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll be streaming again tomorrow. And I might drop some new Yu-Gi-Oh card openings. With that being said, have yourself a good night. Thank you for watching. Peace.